this on. I don't know if that helps at all or not. Try not to use too much of the light on them. But we have turkeys. We're still waiting on the one that one over here. This egg over here has been pipped since we're now at 36 hours, 37 hours since it pipped. It's still working its shell, so I don't want to it's actually still trying to break its shell over there, and I don't want to disrupt it, so you can see the baby first more than anything, but the egg back there behind it. So not this little tiny one, but the egg back there. You can see the little thing at the top, it's breaking the shell. That's the one we've been watching since yesterday. But right now we have this one was our really dry one when we got here, so I'm gonna guess this was our 11 a.m., which is this egg here. And this egg here was still wet inside, and this little one was still wet when we got in the door. So I'm guessing this was our 3 a.m. Shell breaker, pipper yesterday, which pipped at the same time as the one back there. This one pipped at 11 o'clock yesterday. It's already nice and dry. Its shell is dry. This shell right here is still wet, and this chick is still wet, which tells me that it came out of this, because the dry shell goes, of course, with the drier chick. Hi, Jessie. It has been a long day, guys. I stayed up all night. By the way, all 6 eggs have pipped. The one I thought wasn't going to make it busted its shell really good at 6 o'clock this morning. So that one has until 6 a.m. technically before I can go ahead and open up this batter. I don't like opening the batter if I don't have to. As of right now, we've got 2 chickies that are out, that are hatched. They're still trying to figure their feet out. But I'm also trying not to turn on any bright lighting for them while because if they were under mama, it would be nice and dark. So I'm trying to keep that ambiance in here. I keep this light on anyway, so this is the light they hatched under, so this lighting is okay. So we got 4 more eggs still working on hatching. 2 of them are definitely working away at it. The one that I'm concerned about is still not out of its shell yet, and I don't know if it will make it. Legend, hi. So yeah, and then today we spent most of the day, literally 7 hours of the day, over at the hospital because Sarah had a medical emergency. Baby is fine. Baby is healthy. They changed her due date, which threw us all for a loop. And we kind of knew that though, because when they did the first initial due date information, we knew they were wrong about it, but whatnot. I am exhausted. Well, these guys aren't going to be yum yum, but what they do produce later will be. So these are our very first set of turkeys coming onto the property. So yes, I don't take offense to yum yum, but yes, their offspring, their eggs that they produce later on that will be hatched out into turkeys. That's the goal anyway. If these guys make it to 2 weeks and plus, we will hopefully, these are turkeys, Chad, so, but, as these guys get older, these turkeys here are going to be this is our starter batch. So these are going to be the ones that will be our breeding turkeys. We don't eat these eggs. Of course, we're not going to eat these eggs. But when we do finally breed these guys, when they're old enough to start breeding with each other, whatnot, we will select out the best eggs for hatch. And then when those eggs are sorted for hatch, then we will take the rest of the eggs that aren't going to be hatched, and we will actually make either bread or hard-boiled eggs out of, or scrambled eggs, whichever. She is okay. We had just a really bad scare, and we've been at the hospital since, I think we got there at 8 a.m. and we didn't get out of there until 3 p.m. So it was a long long day. I'm like close to tears because it was just so exhausting. The baby, you know, he's got a really nasty cold, so he's in the car with me and we're trying to, like, I'm trying to keep him mellowed out. Yeah. When these guys, when they grow up, won't be food. These guys, like I said, these are going to be our production birds. So these guys are going to produce turkeys for us each year. So we got to raise these ones up, get them to maturity. They're going to, of course, we have 6 of them in here. The goal is to have the 6, and 4 of them are hopefully going to be our breeding pairs, so that's kind of the goal. But yeah, I'm not going to go into what happened. That's like medical stuff, so we're going to keep that private. But let's just say she's absolutely okay. They ran everything. We can say that the biggest concern was that she had kidney stones. But that looks like that's all cleared, and if she did have any, all the other stuff that happened was more than likely caused from those. So it gave us a real good scare. But baby is growing fine, looking amazing. When she did her conception and all that, as you guys know, if you've been following us, as you know, Sarah has had both of her little people. So Carlisle, that's here, she had him through artificial insemination. So this little one she's carrying is done the same way. And so when you do artificial insemination, you know what your cycling is, you know what day you're doing transfer, all that. So you know when your conception is. So when the doctor did her ultrasound and changed her conception date further out than what would be possible for the day that she did transfer, it made no sense. We've chalked it up to probably the fact that we had a big fight with the other doctor who was not willing to give her the medication she needed, whatnot. We have that little one, you guys, is going for it finally. Look. That egg right there that they're standing over is going for it. Look at it go. I think it's going to finally hatch. I'm going to leave this right here just in case it does. But it was one of those moments where she went in today, and I told her, I said, watch, now that you've been on all the medication and things have been going really good and whatnot, maybe things will look different in ultrasound. And when they did her ultrasound, they actually put her further ahead than we actually thought. So she definitely ovulated on the earlier side than we expected. And baby has absolutely caught up to what should have been her conception date because of day of transfer. And looks perfectly healthy, which explains so much now on a few things, and that she is definitely further along in the pregnancy than we had were originally told, which we know what date, like we know where she should be conception wise. So it was like the doctor threw us for a loop when he changed her window of when she would be due. So, and it's not like it's a small window. It was a large enough window that you'd go, wait a second, that can't be possible. But that just kind of scared her too, because that meant that baby would technically be growing slower than it should be and whatnot. So baby looks fantastic. Well, hi there. I think your sibling is trying to finally bust out of their shell after 37 hours, 37 and a half hours. Oh my gosh, come on, little one. I'm trying to do my best not to intervene if I do not absolutely have to. And yes, it is definitely unzipping. Okay, I'm going to leave it be, because I had suspected I was going to have to take it out of there. This one is breaking its shell under here. It means you got disoriented and knocked upside down. This one is going. So all 4 of the other ones, guys, all 4 of them are working their shells right now. So now, no guarantee that we will get one of these on camera. It has not ever worked out that way. So if I get one on camera, it is going to be absolutely like, woohoo, holy crap. But as of right now, we have 2 turkeys in here. They are hatched. One of them has a lot more white on it than the other. If you guys are curious, these are Heritage Bronze broad-chested turkeys. So these will be very big when they're grown. Look at this little baby. Look at that face. Hi, cutie. Hi, cutie, cutie. And our breeders that we're gonna have here, so these guys here, oh my gosh, you are so stinking cute. They're very wobbly when they first hatch, so they gotta figure out their footing. And hatching takes a lot of work, so they get very exhausted. But finally, that one right there is working its shell, and I am stoked. I'm gonna try to churn the incubator, so hold on a minute. I want to see if I can get us over here to see this one when it does decide to, if it decides to pop out. These guys are in this incubator. When they hatched, they jumped the humidity, of course, up to 80%. So this is why I try with our incubator to make sure that I get it to the 60, and I try not to go over that 60 during hatching, because I know as soon as they start hatching, it's going to jump up, and anybody that's a little bit behind can end up drowning if too much humidity gets in their egg. So we try to keep it at 70. And as of right now, you can see the moisture on the side there. There's humidity buildup on the edges of the incubator, but that is a-okay. We have shattered shell pieces. Like, these are the shells. Oops, hold on. These are the shells that those two came out of. So those are the two empty shells. And then we've got this one that's coming. Oh my goodness, this little baby is so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. I really thought when I got home today, because I had to rush out, I was so concerned about this little egg right here. Well, it's not little, these are good sized babies. I was very, very concerned about this one because it just had not done, like, we sat on this live stream for 5 hours the first time. I did another 2.5 hours on TikTok, and then I came back over here and did another 2 hours, and still no progress. I cut the live stream at the 24-hour mark of when that one should have been out, and didn't see any change or progress, and so I was very bummed out. And then I stayed up watching them, trying to see if maybe they would make it out during like off camera time, and at 6 a.m. the one that I thought was probably not going to make it ended up pipping its shell, and I was actually quite shocked that it actually started wiggling really hard. The egg started rocking really hard, and then all of a sudden you hear the clack, and I was like, holy cow, and it was out. I have myself food because we've been at the freaking hospital all day. I don't know if I'm going to eat this or not. I don't know. Why is it so soggy? I've never had their black bean stuff, so I'm going to try this. I mean, it tastes just like their regular tacos. I try not to eat their stuff because I don't do too well with beef, but now they have black bean options, so that's a big plus. Oh my goodness, this little turkey, literally my little turkey. I'm watching the other one too. The other one's laying down too, resting. So we'll see if this one decides to give it a go. That humidity is climbing, and that means this one, the humidity climbing like this, you see all these water splots. That means that this one is getting its shell open. So I keep seeing the egg rock a bit, so. But the calling like they're doing like that little calls that they're making, encourages the other ones to come out. So it's a good thing to finally have a live turkey hatched and out. Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, I watched the Karen Reed trial today, and oh my gosh, the annoyance that I had watching that today while sitting in the car, because Carlisle and I were sitting outside the hospital just waiting. So I had the trial going. And I was so frustrated because there's a point in the questioning where it's like, you get aggravated. Like, there's like necessary questions, and then there's ones where it was just like, dude, how many times do they have to tell you the same answer before you realize like to just stop? That's actually a really good picture of her. But so Lewis, hi, how are ya? Yeah, we are too. There we go. There's Olga. Olga. Can I see your thing? I want to go to her playlist. Oh, right here, playlist. Playlist. I actually kind of like her playlist because then it allows me to just throw on a playlist and let them run in the background. Okay, so that was acrylic pouring paint. I want to do this one. We're going to play all. I want to, yeah, we don't want. Oh, she's like, hello, my creative friends. Now, I want to turn closed captioning off. I had an issue with that last night. Well, hi, Mr. Loudmouth. Oops, I just kicked the camera. Sorry, guys, I kicked the stand. But here, like, these guys will all hatch out, and if you guys are wondering why we leave them in there, you don't open this lid until everybody is hatched. That's like rule of thumb. You don't open the lid till everybody is out. Or you've hit the 48-hour window. So with these guys, oh, you're getting your footing. Look at you walk. Aww. Tripping over its own feet. So once we hit the 48-hour window, then we can take everybody out, put them in the brooder, and anybody that hasn't hatched out, you can, do a slow hatch check. That one is so close to getting itself out. It's really got a lot of its shell broken. The one on the crossway, I see that one is going for it too. So yeah, it's just a matter of it's literally the longest waiting game in all of existence. Oh my goodness. Probably should have tried to get that towel down a little bit stiffer, but hey, it is what it is. So they're trying, like, they're so close to getting out. So my nerves are shot though, but I'm also purely exhausted from being up for so long. But hey, it is what it is, right? I don't think I like this. Not really. Maybe just because I'm so used to now eating. Since we've lived here in the house, I've been doing more eating like homegrown and homemade foods. That eating stuff like that is so processed. Ew. It's not bad, but it's not like, ooh, let me write home about it, But I do have to admit the cinnamon little bites are really good. I decided to do a live stream because I am exhausted. But the baby's laying down in bed. He is exhausted. And I've said it a million times on here. He will not sleep anywhere but his own bed. And we've been in the car since early this morning. I knew he was tired. He doesn't feel good. He's been sick. He's got his first, like, real cold. So I drove across away from the hospital and drove across and I took him over to the shopping center. We walked around for a bit and then I went into Ross with him. And picked him out a little toy so that he could play with it in the car. And he was so insistent. He asked to get a thing for the baby, but the way he said it was really funny. He kept saying the for baby, and so I let him grab a couple of things to just look at, and told him, I said, well, you have to make it. You have to decide which one you want to give to mommy for the baby. And so he had a cut. He ended up boiling it down to like 3 things that he really liked, and we kept, going through the store, and so he was holding on to those 3 things, and then I told him, you got to pick one, just one. We'll put the other ones away. You can pick one to give to mommy for baby. And so he picked like one of them, and I asked him, you sure you want that one? And yeah, he said, yeah, the for baby. And I was like, okay, the for baby. And so I put the other ones away, and he didn't cry, which that's usually the indicator, like if he gets upset that he hadn't quite made up his mind yet. But he didn't cry. He held on to the one, and I paid for it, and we wrapped it in a little bag. And when we picked her up from the hospital, when she was finally released, he gave it to her and said, it said that for baby. It said that for baby. It was so cute. Instead of for the baby, it was the for baby, which I thought was really adorable. But what he picked out was really, really cute. It's like a little lovey. There's quite a few options, but the one he picked out was just so cute. It was just the cutest thing. There was one that was like a lamb, and there was a rabbit, and there was one that was like a teddy bear, and then another one was a little elephant. And this one elephant one, at first I thought it was definitely going to be the one he was going to get because it was crinkly. But he ended up not going with that one. He ended up going with a bunny rabbit. But it was really, really cute because the little loveys are so adorable. But, oh no! Oh, you know what I can do? I'm sitting here like, I can't get this to go any lower. Yes, you can if you just go right here. Oh, I'm not done. I want it at 25. There we go. Because I don't need it loud. I just want it down. But anyway. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me, guys. It gives me some company while we wait for these little turkeys. I was really, like, I'm not even going to kid you guys. I had one of those, like, well, one, because I'm tired and I'm exhausted, and it's been days since I've really gotten any, like, real genuine sleep. But when what happened with her this morning happened, I just kind of, like, it was like, like when you're stacking little blocks and you get to that one and it just happens to be one too many and the whole tower topples. That's kind of what happened. Is I had a tower topple moment because of just like every tiny little thing that can possibly keep kind of, getting bumped or tilted or tossed or whatever, just kept piling up. And like I told her, it had nothing to do with her at all, because I would drop everything to make sure that she and the baby are healthy. So it had nothing to do with her. It just had to do with circumstance. And I got, like, I was just in the middle of like getting all the pieces I needed in here just in case I was going to have to intervene. And I was like, I'm just going to, get everything set up, get everything in here, get everything sterilized, because I'm probably going to have to step in. And even now with that one, it's still working the same area. So it's like, I don't know how much longer we have with this one in its shell. It's breathing, it's moving, but I don't know. And as long as it's actively doing stuff and I keep hearing it chirp and I keep seeing it poke its head out and it's moving around right there, it may be in the wrong position, and so, you know, that kind of stuff. But anyway, I knew that I wanted to be here for when the first one made its way out. Well, I guess the good thing is, even though I wasn't here, when we came in the door with the two that are out, it was very clear who hatched first. Obviously, one was dry, the other one was wet. The really dark one was very wet. The other one that has a lot of white on it was dry. So the one that has like silvery white, feathery fluff is the one that was born first. So sitting in here trying to look and see if I could find anything, like any kind of name that would be really, really cute for a whatnot, like for a you know, a name for a little turkey. But these guys are all gonna look pretty similar when they're all finished being hatched. I don't think there's, I mean, like, you're really not gonna be able to tell them too much apart at first until personalities kick in and whatnot. But I did get some pictures of them up close so I could get pictures of their faces, because that's kind of where you see a lot of the changes in them, is their faces. So that was kind of my goal, was making sure that I got a lot of their face in the shot. So yeah, we got the one with a lot of white, and then the other one that has a lot of yes, we hear you back there. Tell them to come on out. Yeah, hi. My goodness. The little dark one's laying down over here, but and the more that one cries out, I've noticed the more it does it, the more that one that's been working itself makes movements. So all right, let me message. I'm gonna message my neighbor, let her know. We have 2 turkeys so far. Okay. Oh man. I'm gonna laugh if one of the ones that I don't have eyes on ends up out before the other ones. I'm gonna take a look real quick, because we've got this one over here has got some action going on. Oh, it's almost out. Oh my goodness, this one's almost out. I did not know that. We got one over here that is almost out. This one is still working that same part of the shell. Come on, little one. This one over here, you guys. I'm gonna turn this so we can, I'd rather you guys see the one that's actually almost completely out. Come on, thing, get out of the way. Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom out just a little bit. This one right here is almost out. I didn't even realize that this one was just full on going for it. Like, we'll go ahead and keep this right here. This one's working its shell. The other one on the other side, I'm probably gonna have to intervene. If all of these guys come out before that one does, I will definitely have to take the time to get it out of its shell. But this one right here is working its shell. So I'm a little shocked. I wasn't expecting that. Usually once they start zipping, it doesn't take too long. So we'll leave this right here. You guys can watch this one work its way. Okay, stop falling down thing. There we go. That's so crazy cool. Like, hi little one. That one right there is coming out. This one too, this one right here that I have the light on, is the one that we thought wasn't gonna even hatch. It's the really smooth egg. It's not near as like coarse as the other eggs. It's the really dark egg inside. And we had the hardest time seeing in that shell through the entire process. But it pipped last night, so, or this morning, 6 o'clock this morning. So, oh my goodness. Look at this little sleepy baby. Look at that sleepy baby. But we'll sit here and watch this one and see if we end up with a hatch for you guys. Like I said, no guarantees. Sometimes they get camera shy and decide they're just gonna stop midway through the process. But, oh no, that one, a big old chunk of shell, look at that. That was pretty good. I mean, when they burst out, when they finally get that little burst of energy and they're out, it can be super, super funny. Oh, baby back there. So, brooder box is ready to go. The brooder room is already warmed up. They've got water in there. Everything's ready to go. All I gotta go do is grab their little chick feed. But I try not to put the chick feed in there right away. We want to make sure these guys are steady and strong before we set them in the brooder, because these little guys just don't do well to begin with. And from everything I've read and heard, it's like you've really, really got to be super, super careful with these guys in the whole process of moving them from here into the brooder. Like, just even the slightest bit of chill can cause all sorts of problems. So it's so funny how much their colors are different. Like, their colors are the same kind of color, but it's their pattern of where the color is very different. But they are super cute, so. My goodness, look at this little one. Oh, finally. Yes. Yes, indeed. Number 3 is almost out. Oh wow, that was a good drop in. That was a good turn. Look at that. That definitely took a good turn right there. Congrats, baby. Oh man. You guys, we have turkeys on the farm. What? This is so crazy. It's really funny, guys. Sarah was making a comment about it when we first got back here. Listening to these guys, their little chirps are so different than a chicken's little chirping. It's so different. Like, they don't sound anything the same as a chicken. Their little noises are so different. I mean, like, you would think a little bird's chirp is a bird's chirp. But these babies, their little noise is so very different than chickens. It almost sounds like a little squeaky toy. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. This little one is, oh, look at that, come on. Oh my God, am I really gonna catch one of these live on live? Oh my gosh, come on, baby. There's no way, guys, there's no way. And I know the lighting is really horrible, but we're doing the best kind of lighting to encourage these guys versus our own whatnot. So, oh my gosh, this baby is underneath on the bottom side now. They're almost completely unzipped. Oh, come on, little one. I want to see what this little one's colors are going to look like. Oh, this one is almost out. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Come on. There's so much eggshell everywhere. By the way, just an FYI, graphic warning coming up. When they come out, they are soaking wet, and they are not the cutest looking thing when they first pop out of the shell. Just an FYI. So, it's me. Yesterday I fell asleep. It's okay, edits. We have 2 of them. The first one that we were watching still hasn't come out of the shell, but we have 2 live little baby turkeys, and this one is hatching right now. This one's gonna come out of the shell any second now. It's got itself completely unzipped. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we have 2 hatched ones already. This one's about to come out. Hold on a minute. It's coming. Hold on. Oh my God. And like I said, they're definitely not the cutest when they first come out because they're soaking wet and they look a little alien-like, but oh my goodness, I am so thrilled. This is baby number 3, and our goal was to have 4 of them, at least 4, a minimum. And also number 6 that we were all talking about yesterday, thought was the only one that didn't pip. It had no pip in the shell. Everybody else was already pipped and had been pipped for hours. And then finally at 6 a.m., that last one, that smooth egg, which is right here in the photo. So this egg right here pipped at 6 a.m. and this one is coming out right now. This one has already unzipped its whole shell. And now we're just waiting for it to give the really good push to get itself out. It's done a really fantastic job. It's got himself unzipped. Now it just needs to get itself in position to put its feet against the one area, and it'll break out of its shell. So, and that, by the way, is a baby turkey right there behind it. I don't want to move this because I do want to catch this. This is insanity. The other 2 shells that the other 2 babies came out of are over to the side of this view that you're seeing right now. So I am actually so stoked. We've been gone all day because of a medical emergency that happened, and did not think I was going to come home to any live baby turkeys because they were having so much trouble yesterday. Even our one that struggled all day yesterday is still alive in its shell, but it hasn't gotten out yet. And I can't open this lid with these guys because there are still 3 other ones. Well, 4 other ones hatching, but soon to be only 3 more that are still working. So, come on, you're so there. Come on, little one. My goodness. I cannot believe it. I'm actually super excited that we are going to have another little turkey. There's its little face. It's chirping right there at the top. Come on, you got it. It just has to get a good position to push, and then it'll push that egg apart. So top and bottom will come away from each other. There we go. Come on, you got it. You guys seeing this? How flipping cool is this? It's chirping a lot because it's like It's saying, I'm here, get me out of this. So, oh my goodness gracious, I'm so excited. It's 5 p.m. How is it? The whole day is gone. Oh my gosh, this whole day is gone. I never want to have to sit in a vehicle with a toddler who's sick. I was literally listening to the court proceedings for the Karen Read retrial. And yeah, the legal side of me from all my legal classes and stuff that I took a long time ago. Just, listening to, because even though I heard the first trial and stuff, I'm trying to go into this because, of course, it was a hung jury, the first trial. I know the way I would have voted if I'd been on the jury in that trial. But, of course, we're looking at this with a whole new set of information. They're coming in with a bunch of stuff and sitting down listening to both sides and the way they're presenting the case this time with the new legal team on the Commonwealth side. It's just crazy. Some of the stuff that was going on today, I just wanted to come to the screen and I wanted to smack the defense attorney at one point, her defense attorney, because the way the Commonwealth is presenting the case is really quite different than the way they did the first time, and certain things are being presented out of order. So definitely making it harder for the defense to do their job in defending, because they can't ask certain things without those things having already been presented to the jury, and the Commonwealth hasn't presented them yet. And I don't think, if I'm correct, I don't think the defense can call back and cross-examine a witness after they've been released from the stand. So once they've been questioned and then whatnot, you have to cross-examine them there, or you lose your shot at it. And so the cross-examination today of a certain witness there was a couple of moments that were really good, and then the rest of it was just flaming hot mess, because there's information that you can't ask about without having the other witnesses testify first. And so I think the Commonwealth knew what they were doing in that, and it just looks really, really bad. Come on, little one, you're so close. Like, this is so crazy. Shadow Milk Cookie, I like that name. Hi, how are you? We have a baby turkey that will hopefully, oh, here we go, come on. Hopefully gonna be out in just a minute. Like, as they went around their first go around, they didn't quite get all the membrane cuts, so they're kind of working against the membrane. There is 2 more eggs that have already hatched. Their eggs are off to the side. This one, though, I was not even looking at this one. I was focused on the other egg, and I looked over and saw that this one was doing its little push and shove, and I about almost missed this. We almost missed this hatch on the live stream. I probably would have been really bummed if we'd missed it. So, but come on, little one. Come on, you're almost there. You're so close. Oh my gosh. The little ones that have already been hatched are starting to find their little legs, and it's so stinking cute. I cannot wait till tomorrow when I get to hold them. I can't hold them today. They need to be nice and fully dried and fluffed, and at least 24 to 48 hours, depending on when the other ones hatch out. So, by the way, if you see the blanket, the little blanket thing on the bottom moving, it's because of whatnot. So, very true. Yeah. Very true. I'm talking with Jay, and I was telling him that, the first one still hasn't made it out yet. By the way, he's a big part of all of this, so we were discussing it, and I was like, it's really hard because it's really struggling in that shell, but I can't help it right now because I cannot open this incubator, otherwise it can kill the other ones that are in the process of hatching. He's like, yeah, it really does suck when we have to just stand by and wait knowing you can help if you were able to get your hands in there, but knowing that at the same time you can't or else. And it's like, yeah. So it's not a good feeling when, like, I'm right here. I know if I took it out of there, I could get the shell broke loose and give it an easier go at getting itself turned over. But because, I can't, because it can put the other ones that are almost completely out of their shells at risk. It's a really hard one. So I want to see if we can get a good. Oh, look at that! Look at that baby! Look at that! Look at that zipping! Do you see that? Look at that zip! Y'all don't even know. Oh, little one, you fell over there. You okay over there? So. And I do not want to look over at the other birdies. I want you guys to be able to see this happen. This is just crazy. Like, yes, it's almost there. You're right. So, I wonder if I can get, let's turn this on. It's that way we can get a good look at it while it's coming out. That's its little beak, by the way, down at the bottom there, as it's turning itself over. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. So, hi there, Lewis. Oh my gosh. It's so close. I mean, that membrane is so beautifully paper thin, so that's such a good thing. Like, I'm so very happy that it is. That means that they are just right when they need it to be here. Look at a little chirp down there. It's chirping because it's getting close to getting out. But you can see like how it's all zippered like that. It's almost there. Just got to give a good push. Oh, that one's working too. It's doing good. So this is a good thing because it means the humidity is really nice. So yep, humidity's doing good. As soon as this one's out, that humidity is going to jump up again. We'll see hopefully some wiggles and changes here. My thing was I just want to be able to see one of these babies hatch live on stream. We're at 47 minutes in, and we have a turkey baby just about to be out of its shell. Yeah, let's all wait and see. It's so close, like it's right there. Like all it's got to do is give a good push, and it'll be unzipped. So it's so crazy to see how they do this. I know, right? You've got this little turkey. Come on, baby. There you go. Come on, you're so close. It's chirping and everything. Like it's like, let me out. Hi over there. What are you doing? Oh, I cannot wait to be able to just hold them and get to know them. Because these babies here are going to be here on the property, right? These guys are all going to be raised here on the property. They're going to be my production birds, and therefore these guys, because of what they're going to give to the farm, these guys don't ever have to worry about being dinner, because these guys will get to retire on the farm and live out their days just comfortable, because they're going to give so much to us in return for their time here. So like with our chickens will produce eggs, and will produce eggs that we hatch out into more hens and roos. So more hens, of course, for egg laying production down the road, and any roosters will be, of course, dinners. And so in being able to do that, there's going to be several of our hens that are definitely not, they're not for cooking. There's a few of them out there that when their retirement days come will be probably used to assist in, dog food or whatnot. But that's just because, there are some that are super, super sweet. Like there are girls that are very sweet and very cuddly and very eager to be like around you. And then the other ones are just like, don't touch me, don't come near me. They don't want anything to do with any kind of contact. They just kind of have really bad attitudes. I have one female in there who every time I go out there, she tries to jump on me, and not in a nice way. She tries to come after me every time. So we know we won't be hatching any eggs from her. We know exactly what her eggs look like, and we know none of her offspring will be hatched. So, oh my goodness, almost. It's got a good push. Oh my goodness, come on, little one. I'm so excited to see what this one looks like. We have 2 little cuties already out. One of them has a lot more white on it than the other, so it's got more of like a golden silver color to it, while the other one's a lot darker. But, you know, we'll see what this one looks like when it comes out. Like I said, these are all bronze turkeys, so we shall see. Right? Take a little good push. So close. Come on, so close. It's trying. It's almost got it. As it wiggles itself around, it'll start to break that loose. So, oh my gosh, they are so stinking cute. Like, their little faces are so stinking cute. I wish I had thought to tuck and tape the pieces for the hydrometer and stuff, but they, the way that it's put together, I totally didn't think about that, but the turkeys have the longer necks, and I'm so afraid they're gonna get caught in that thing. I'm just kind of watching because I don't want them to get caught in it, but this little one is getting so close. Like, come on, you're so there. Oh my goodness. I have never been so excited. Even when I had my chickens hatching, I was excited, but man, was I nervous. I was such a nervous wreck. I'm nervous about these guys, but I feel like the excitement is outweighing more of the nerves this time around with these guys, even though they're a completely different type of poultry and their care needs are definitely a bit different. I am just so excited to give this one a go. Oh my goodness, that little baby in the background is so stinking cute. Come on, oh my goodness, you are so close. Come on, you got this. And of course it's exhausting. The work they do to get out of these shells is exhausting. This room is definitely on the warmer side, but that's just because I have the ventilation covered, so that way we don't chill the room while these guys are hatching. And keep the incubator nice and toasty. Do you have a cat in the background jumping? No, we don't have any cats. That in the background that you're seeing back there is one of the baby turkeys inside of here. So yeah, we don't have any cats. Carlisle is allergic to cats, so, which we were very sad about. We had a kitty cat when Carlisle was really little, and found out that Carlisle is very allergic, so we no longer have the kitty cat. But yeah, so no kitties. Oh my goodness. I am sitting in a chair though. If you hear any weird noises, I'm sitting in a big recliner chair that I dragged in here. And then our ventilation in this house is like in the floor, so it blows the air upward. So yeah. But in the background back there, that is a baby turkey. That's one of the ones that hatched earlier while we were at the hospital. Yeah, so that's one of the baby turkeys right there in the background. They stay in this incubator until everybody is hatched. So you do not open the incubator until everybody's out. Here comes the baby. Oh my goodness, it's right there. Oh my gosh, it's about to be done. It's only got a couple little spots left to break apart. The rest of it's got completely broken. It may not even need to break them. It may be able to do a really good push and it'll be out. Do you see its little face? Oh my gosh. Come on, sweet baby. There you go. Come on, you've got it. Oh my gosh. Come on, little one. It's so close. Oh my goodness, it's got it. Come on. That little they what they call a egg tooth. It's right on the very tip of their beak area. So when they're hatching, that egg tooth is what they use to cut away at the membrane and use that to kind of peck the shell away to break it apart. So that little egg tooth is very important to their hatching process. So it's so close. It's got pretty much all the membrane broken apart. It's just got a couple pieces right here on this side that you can see that are stuck, that it hasn't quite broken loose yet. Oh, there it goes. It's got it. Come on. Oh, hi there. You guys have so much trouble getting yourselves walking around. Oh my goodness, it's right there. Ooh. By the way, it can take them a couple of hours to figure out their footing and to be like sure-footed, like, you know, to be able to actually walk around without falling on their faces. So, there we go. There you go. You're almost got it. Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's so funny too, because like you want to be able to just cuddle them as soon as they're born and just like, oh my God, look at you. And then you realize like you can't do anything until everybody has either successfully hatched or they've hit, you know, the window of, you know, where you call it done on the hatching process. So, but yeah, these guys are doing so good. Oh my goodness, this poor little one is so exhausted. There we go. You're out, baby. Come on, just a little more push. Yeah. Yep, almost. Almost done. Look at this. Once it gets that good stretch in its body and realizes it's not curled up anymore, it'll be out. Yes, the miracle of life. Look at this little one. Come on, baby. There you go. You got it. Oh my gosh, so stinking cute. So stinking cute. Come on, you got it, sweetheart. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. You guys, the fact that this is baby number 3, even if this is the only ones that make it, it's so, you know, I don't know anything about birds, but these ones are baby turkeys. So these are turkeys, and we already have chickens. We've already done all of our chicken hatching, but these are turkeys, and this one will be out in just a minute. Their feet are massive when they come out. It's quite funny. So that's its little wing, and its head is tucked. So give it a minute and it'll stretch itself out. This one has a lot of white on its face too. Oh my goodness, little one. Hi. Oh, hello, baby. There you go. And guys, we officially have a hatched turkey on live. We have managed to live stream the turkey hatching at 5:57 or 5:57. At 57 minutes into the stream, we had a baby turkey hatch. Look at this. So it's got its yolk sac that it will have absorbed. So any little bit that's left will be part of the shell. It is actually fully absorbed, so this baby is out. Oh my goodness, look at you. Oh my gosh. I'm going to kind of pull back so you guys can see. Oh my God. Look at this little one. Now, it'll, of course, will work to get itself standing, and it'll start, like, you know, try to move around. Baby turkeys try to learn to get to moving a little bit earlier than chickens do. They try to get moving super quickly because they usually all need to be away from the nest that mama has them hatching in roughly about 2 hours after hatch time, because of course they don't want to bring predators into the area. But that is our newest little addition to the farm. Hi, baby. So it's gonna start working on trying to walk around. Oh my gosh. I'm so proud of you. Look at you. And they flop around and fall around and try to figure themselves out. Then these are the other two eggs that hatched over there. The babies are kind of hanging out towards the back. So yeah, we've got that. That's so cool. Let's zoom this out a bit. And then I'm gonna take a look and see if we've got any progression on the other ones. Bullseye. Okay, no, we don't need that. Let's take a look and see if anybody else is zipping. I don't see any other zipping going on. This one I didn't expect to see any zipping yet. That one's got a while to go. This one has a while to go. Oh my gosh, finally, guys, finally, hold on. Oh my goodness, no way. Hold on. Our one that we have been sitting here watching for 2 whole days is finally turned completely around. Has finally turned itself completely around. And that's the one that is over here. Oh my goodness, I knew that was gonna happen. We were gonna end up with, okay, hold on, I gotta get this has to get out of the way. Okay. Let's try to move this way, and then this way we can watch this baby right here. This has been our one that we have been watching for 2, almost 3 days. This baby is now completely unzipped on the other side of the egg. So it is gone completely this direction. Oh my gosh, I really did think that this one wasn't going to make it. I thought for sure that it was a done deal. You guys, we may actually get a second egg hatching on. No way. No way. I am, oh my gosh, y'all don't even know. Edits was here yesterday. We streamed for probably, oh, I don't even know, quite a while yesterday. I'm gonna raise this up a little bit just so that we can be above that. We streamed for quite a while yesterday trying to get this little one on camera hatching. It had pipped its shell, it had started unzipping its shell, and then it just quit. We could see that it was still breathing. We could see that it was still had some movement, but it just quit trying to work the shell. And I just was like, are you kidding? Like, what is happening? Well, this little one right here has been pipped out of its, like, it has pipped its shell, and it has been working its shell since 3 o'clock on the 27th. 3 a.m. Wait, today's what, today's the 30th, right? Hold on, let me look again, because I want to make sure I say this correctly. So, we filmed all day yesterday watching for it to get it to 3 a.m. It pipped at 3 a.m. on the 29th, which it should not have. That none of them should have pipped on Tuesday. But 3 o'clock in the morning of Tuesday morning. So this morning at 3 a.m., it was one of those things where it's like, okay, well, at 3 a.m. it should be out by that. That would be 24 hours. Well, as of 3 p.m. today was 36 hours that this little one has been pipped and not out of its shell. So 36 hours plus 2 more hours, that's 37, 38 hours. We're at 38 and a half hours that this baby pipped its shell and is just now working its way out. So that's so pretty. By the way, over here on the side, guys, I have a video playing of Olga Sobey, I think it's Sobey. Olga Sobey, who does beautiful flow acrylic art, and it's just amazing. So if you guys look, let me see if I can get it down here. That's where it's finally at. It's already unzipped all the way around that other side, and it's right here. Do you see it? It's starting to puncture. It's puncturing the shell right here, and it's gonna come right here, and it's gonna unzip this part right here. Sorry, that's like the weird, my fingers are so dry. But yeah, it's gonna puncture the shell right there. Do you see that? Look at it go. Oh my God, I can't believe this one. This baby. I'm gonna name this one Trouble. This one's gonna be named Trouble. Whether it's a boy or a girl, this is gonna be Trouble. Because this chick has had all of us watching it for over, like, we're all at what, 30 some odd hours watching this little thing. This is crazy. Like, I did not think for a minute, all I kept thinking was this one has got to possibly just be stuck. It has to be stuck. Like, it's got to, the biggest problem is it's probably not able to turn. Looks like it's turning just fine to me now. They are really quite cute. Look at that. Shell is completely broken now. Now it just needs to cut the membrane. Right? Come on, Trouble. Come on out. The other ones we'll name later. This one right here, this was the first shell to pip. This was the first baby to start the process. And finally, you're starting to come out. Like, you've been nothing but trouble. My gosh. And I really thought for sure that I was going to have to intervene. So there's 2 more eggs left after this. But they are just the one that's like this egg right back here. That one is got, it literally is right now at exactly 24 hours. At 5:30 is when it pipped yesterday, or actually it was at 5:50. So technically it's right at the 24-hour mark. The other one did not pip until 6 o'clock this morning. So technically that one isn't really, like, I'm not rushing to hatch it until tomorrow. So as of right now, when this one finally makes it out, everybody is pretty much in their window other than the one that pipped yesterday at 5:50. So it's technically still in its window. It's got another 20 minutes before it's really outside of its window mark, but I'm looking at it over there and it's working its shell. I can see it poking around. Its shell's rocking and rolling. So we'll see. Oh my goodness. So as of right now, the first 3/first 4, if this one gets its little booty out, are all, as of right now, April 30th babies. So here's the thing, what we do with these guys. I'll tell you kind of my little trick that I've done with them. When you hatch a batch of eggs, their date of how you count their weeks is going to be, you're going to go by the last egg in the batch. So we will not count them as a week old until, like, their date starts on the time frame of the other egg that is the newest egg, like the one that hatches last. So the one that hatches last will dictate their technical, like, we know that their hatch date is the 30th, but let's say that other one doesn't hatch until tomorrow, May 1st. Then it will be, all of them will be counted as May 1st. So this way everybody gets moved onto different food, different environment, all that. When they go outside, all that won't happen until whatever the last egg's hatch date dictates. So even if these guys are all a day older than the other one, they'll all be counted under the youngest baby's hatch time. These guys are just so stinking cute. Hi, you. You guys are drying off pretty fast. It looks amazing. You have so much color on you. My goodness. Hi, little fluff butt. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Oh my gosh. You are so cute. Come on, Trouble. Get your booty out of here. Come on. Come on out, Trouble. And I'm noticing something too about Trouble's membrane. The membrane on Trouble's egg, that is the air cell, but it looks like Trouble came out kind of at a little bit of an angle, which is probably why they're having so much trouble, is they're not just breaking around of the area that was around, you know, their body part. So they got some thicker section of membrane there with the way that they unzipped. So we shall see though. They're doing so good, like, holy cow. Let me let Jay know. So I don't know. Oh my goodness, come on, come on. So let's put it this way, once this one makes its way out and it's hatched, I will probably wrap up the stream and just let the other ones do their thing when it's, because those guys are gonna take a while, like the other one is not even gonna come close to hatching until probably sometime tomorrow. Possibly not until like early morning, which is technically its hatch day. Like their hatch day wasn't even until Thursday anyway. So yeah, we are on, today is actually day 27, tomorrow would be day 28. So the fact that these guys are hatching earlier than expected, I got one back there just rolling the egg around. Which is really funny because when you watch these guys, they haven't really interfered with the other eggs like at all. Like they haven't banged them around or like kicked them around or been like any form of aggressive with the other eggs. Whereas chickens will literally knock the other eggs around and like push them out of the nest or whatever. But like, because chickens are just vicious. These guys have been super like just kind of mellow, that they're not slamming into the other eggs. Nobody's getting knocked around. Like they're just so chill in comparison. It's quite different. I wasn't expecting it to be such a different experience in that sense. So they're little long legs and long necks. They look like little velociraptors. They're so stinking cute. Oh my goodness. Y'all, you don't even know. Oh my goodness, you don't even know. This egg right here that is hatching right now. If you were here yesterday, Edits was here yesterday, and we were just like, this isn't gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna catch it. The fact that we caught one of them on live, and after catching that one on live stream, this one decided, hey, you're not gonna take the shine away from me, and has now decided it's going to go ahead and come on out. After 30 plus hours, 38 hours of us all waiting on this little one, it's decided it doesn't like the fact that somebody else got the attention. This one is Trouble. This is gonna be my little troublemaker. Now here's gonna be the fun part. Is Trouble gonna be a boy or a girl? So we'll see. I love the name though, My Little Troublemaker. But that's okay. We'll have a little troublemaker on the farm. I'm okay with that. The little ones in the back are trying to do a cuddle puddle, which is really cute that they do that with each other. So, oh my goodness, little babies. Oh, you know, my heart is full right now with that. I was so scared that this one wasn't going to make it. And so the fact that we've got 3 babies running around and this 4th one is gonna hopefully make it out here. It looks like we've got a good 4th one coming. Yeah, was not sure that this was gonna work out well, but look at this little one, just doing its thing. My gosh. And then I'll just rotate this around to the other side so I can see the other 2 when they finally do come out. Yeah. Because of course we'll want to make sure we're watching that. And then another thing, I didn't even realize I did not put the cover on the turn button. That's okay. I'm not really worried about it. I just don't want it to churn within there. At least it's a, absolutely. Oh my goodness, come on. And it's chirping away. Yep, it's getting mad. It's like, I'm almost there. Come on, little one. Oh my gosh, y'all don't even know. What a roller coaster. Oh my gosh, what a roller coaster. I cannot believe how much trouble this little one has been. Holy cow. Y'all, I am so exhausted. Like, I just want this one right here to make its way out of this shell. If it gets out, I can end stream, and then I can lay down for a bit, because these other ones, I do not expect any sort of hatch for a little bit. Even the one that was due to hatch in the next, like, 20 minutes, that one, I don't see any unzipping happening right now, so I'm just gonna chalk it up to it's gonna be slow like the rest of them have been. Everybody in here so far has been like almost 30 hours from pip to hatch. So even the one that, when we got back today, the one that pipped yesterday at 11 in the morning didn't even hatch until probably sometime this afternoon, so a couple of hours from the time it hit its 24-hour window. So our 2 of our babies, the 3 a.m. one, the first one that which was the second baby that hatched, not the first. The very first baby that hatched was the one that was just over 24 hours. The other one was a 3 a.m. and we got back at 3 p.m. today, which would have been exactly the 36-hour mark. And that one was still soaking wet when we came in the door. And so was its egg. So my guess was, and it was just laying there for a minute doing the recovery like it just got out of the shell. So it looked like it had just hatched at about 3:14, 3:15. So it was definitely just at the 36-hour mark. And this little trouble is at the 38-hour mark. So 38 hours and then some. We're approaching 39 hours in 20 minutes time. So turkeys are definitely slow going when it comes to this. Also, because they hatched back to back, we have a lot of humidity built up. So I'm checking the other eggs because of the way these guys zipped, or unzipped I should say. A little different. But I'm super excited to see this. Go on. Go on, buddy, you got it. Oh my goodness. Oh. What a journey this has been. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Sarah's gonna wake up and there's gonna be 4 turkeys in here, and she's gonna be like, whoa. I can't believe we got the other turkey hatching on live stream. And finally, Trouble is finally making their way out of the shell. Like, come on, Trouble. So cute. I know, right? Come on, Trouble. Get your booty out of there. Trouble can be because Trouble caused trouble, but Trouble also had trouble getting out. This is, like I said, this right here with turkeys is a whole new ball game for me. In this, realm of like watching how they hatch and whatnot. They are definitely a much more mellow bird. So close, so close. But I guess you could say I'm really quite happy that at least I now know that I'm not going to have to intervene with Trouble, and I'm not going to have to cause any kind of big discomfort. Oh wow, this one actually is going to unzip sooner than I thought. So is this one. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all. Is it just I'm gonna bet it's mostly because the babies are all making so much noise that it's encouraging the other ones to come on out. The other 2 are already unzipping, so I may end up with all 6 of them out here pretty dang soon, which is crazy cool. Oh my goodness, you guys are so cute. Look, you guys, wait a second. We have an entire cuddle puddle going on. We have a cuddle puddle of baby turkeys. Look at these guys. We have a whole cuddle puddle going on. They're all just on top of each other. You all are way too cute. This cannot, no. This is way too much cuteness in one go. Stop that. That is literally the cutest thing I've ever seen. Now we go back over here because Trouble is almost out. And after all of yesterday, we're going to get Trouble on camera. We are going to film Trouble. Oh my gosh, you guys are so cute. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. It's actually gross how cute they are. Like, come on now. My freaking thing keeps wanting to fall off. Oh my gosh. So dang close. Her hair is so pretty. Why is that shaped like that? Oh my gosh. This lemonade is so good. So good. Come on, Trouble. You got it, buddy. Whether you're a boy or a girl, you've got it. They're probably like, quit calling me that. It's rude. Oh, man. It's going to be really funny because you know that once they're born, having to be able to like tell them apart is probably not going to be all that easy. Already with the new ones, now that they're all getting floofy and dry, even though, oh, that was a good, did you hear that clack, guys? That was them hitting a piece of the shell all the way across the thing. But like, I'm looking at the ones that have already been here. This one's really dark with a lot of white tips. You have been here quite some time, and you are much darker, but your face is super white. Now see, as they fluff up, all that white feathering starts to show up. I got one though right here. The one that just hatched is much darker than the other two. Much darker. But their faces are so stinking cute. Oh my gosh, so cute. They're just cuddled on top of each other. You guys, I can't with them. They're all just like piled on top of each other, just like keeping cozy. Oh my god, you guys are so cute. Oh my goodness. Hi guys. Your little stripes are killing me over here. They're so stinking cute. So much yellow. Oh my goodness gracious. Hi. Oh my. Trouble's like, I don't know what is happening, but I can't get out of this thing. I'm shocked that it took them that long to even get started on getting out of that shell. It's so crazy to me that it took them that long to really just start going for it. But yeah, I'm actually like, oh my god, I'm like, I'll just go lay down after Trouble gets out, and then I look over and the other ones are already working the zip line on their shell. So maybe a couple more hours, and then I'm gonna probably, like, right after they're out and I know everybody's out and everybody is hatched, then I will reach in, pull the eggshells out. But that means after everybody's hatched. Pull the eggshells out and then let these guys just chill out for the rest of the evening. They are so cute. Oh my gosh. Their little faces. I cannot with their little faces. Come on, baby. Oh, this is so stinking like crazy. I cannot believe that we unexpectedly got the hatch on live stream. They are just these little turkeys, and it's so funny too because I was saying this yesterday about turkeys and when turkey babies are born, they've got to be cute because as they get older, they're not all that cute. They're kind of an ugly little bird as they get bigger. So, and that's the thing too. Like, and I was saying the same thing. Push harder, come on. Turkeys are just such gentle creatures that they just don't do anything with any kind of gusto or aggression. So these little gentle pushes and then having to take another round to line up, cutting the membrane so that they can get themselves out, is a whole little feat in itself. And oh my goodness, that one is going at its shell. Don't do this to me right now. I mean, do so, but like, oh man. I guess get all of them out now. It'll be a good plus. Everybody gets out right now. We'll be done with hatch day. So it'll be kind of funny if all of these guys make it out today on April 30th. But it never works out that way. I don't think I've ever had any set of hatches happen where all of them hatched like in the same 24 hours. Everybody is always just kind of hatched within 2 and 3 days of the hatch window. Well, hi there. You have a sibling coming out of their shell. You ready to go say hi? You have a lot of red on your head. Yours is like a reddish color. Come on, you got it. Keep doing your little sit-ups. There you go. Get that exercise on. Strengthen those legs. We got a baby coming around the corner. All right, here they come. Here they come. Woo! Hi there. That's the little one that just hatched a few minutes ago. Come on, you got it. You got it. Oh, goodness. Come on. Yeah, go over there and tell your sibling to get out. Come on, tell him to get out of that shell. Come on, join the world. Yeah. Hi, guys. Oh my gosh. It's funny too, because like if you can hear them, they can hear you. So. Hi. Oh my. They are so stinking cute. Oh man. So close. Like, trouble is literally having trouble. Oh man. So close. That shell is just teetering on there. Oh man. This is definitely one for the books. Guys, this is definitely one for the books. And you know the funny part is, after this stream is over, I'm gonna have to leave this thing sitting here waiting for it to upload the stream, because the last time it did not upload the stream, and it took 2 days of leaving it sitting before it finally said that it failed to upload. So let's hope with this one that it's going to upload the stream, because this one was important. I want this stream uploaded because this one, we got our turkeys hatching, especially getting trouble. Like, I really want to have troubles hatch on live stream, and I want to have the stream saved, because what a roller coaster ride this has been the last 2 days. One, because the biggest thing that I had when this little one pipped was that it pipped on day 26, and that scared me because they're not, like, they're such finicky little birds to begin with, and health-wise and everything else, like, in especially, they're super fragile in that first part of their life, and I was freaked out by the fact that they pipped 2 days too soon. And then of course once they pip, you've got that 24-hour window before you start running into major complications. And yeah, so mentally, I think I was more mentally on a roller coaster, and then physically in the sense of Carlisle's been sick, and Sarah had a medical emergency happen, and on top of that she's pregnant, and things just kind of, I think just, it's a lot on anybody when you're like the sole provider in the family. So like these type of things like this stuff's important, and we're building something to grow on as, you know, as a family. So this means something. This all means stuff in the long run. So just wanting all of it to work out is like, it's mentally exhausting, but physically, because I haven't slept in 3-4 days now. So close. They're almost out. They've got a good gap now going on the other side. This one's yelling at them to come on out, get out. There we go, there we go. They got the other side open, so it'll be like a hinge. All they gotta do is just get themselves out. It's that first like 20, 30 minutes after hatch where they're like trying to figure their footing out and they just fall everywhere before they finally get steady. Like the other two are pretty steady now. They're not falling everywhere and whatnot. They're able to keep upright and walk. Whereas this one is still trying to figure its feet out. It's getting there, but oh my goodness, you little booger. You got it. Don't go through there. Please don't go through there. I can't open this to save you if you go through there. Oh my goodness. You starting to try to bite the blanket. Don't bite the blanket. You're not at that age yet. You're only a couple hours old. Relax. You guys don't need no food yet. You've got fresh absorbed yolk sacs. You guys are fresh hatched. You got 48 hours. Oh, starting to get some footing, and you're gonna block the way, huh? She said, I'm gonna block right here so you can't see trouble come out. Go figure, right? We would get all the way to this point and then we'd have a little turkey baby block the view, which, you know, very fitting. Because look at this. Trouble's almost out. Trouble is almost right there. Oh my. Oh my. Oh. Are you really gonna block? You are, huh? Yep. This one's gonna stay right in the way. Of course. Because there's Trouble. Look at that. Trouble is at that little moment of, you know, the eggshell tilting. So. There's Trouble. Y'all, Trouble is out. Trouble is like sideways and on the other side. Oh my goodness. Ooh, ooh. I am blown away. Trouble looks really dark colored on this one side. Wow. Oh my goodness, wow. The fact that this little one is finally coming out of that dang shell after all of that worry and everything. I see their foot. Come on. There's that face. Look at, there's the face. There's Trouble's little face. Its little face is stuck inside the shell. Right there. Their little face is in the shell. Now they just gotta kind of give that last little official kick, but hi, Sue. Trouble is finally out. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Look at, I saw the little wing over there. Trouble, you're being blocked by your own egg. How dare you? I'm telling you, the name is so perfectly suited to this baby. My goodness. Trouble is out of the shell, guys, but guess what? Trouble's hiding on the other side. Trouble is using their shell to tell you no paparazzi. Oh my goodness. We have officially got 4 turkeys hatched out of 6. Now, if Trouble would just kind of move out from behind there, you guys can see their little face. Their little face is hiding behind the shell. They're sitting with their face in the shell. Come on, there you are. There you are. There's Trouble. Here, hold on, guys. Let me move you guys this way so you can see them. There you go. There's little bitty Trouble. Oh my goodness. You were definitely one for the books. You know that? You gave all of us a good scare, little one. Hey, hi. It's going to take you a minute. Just take a minute. Oh my goodness, you are so stinking cute. Oh my gosh, tiny little thing. But there you guys go. Trouble is out. Oh my word. That was probably the longest process of seeing a baby turkey being hatched. I'm gonna scroll this out a bit. I'm gonna turn this. Now that little one is finally out, we're gonna let little one do their thing for a few minutes. I'm going to move this back the other way because we have 2 eggs left that still need to hatch. And we don't want this thing in the way. Okay. Put that right there. We have 2 eggs left. We've got this one is the longest egg I've ever seen. This egg is long. That's a long boy. I'm going to turn this all the way. All the way. Come on, all the way. You're coming all the way this direction with me. Because these 2 eggs over here are the last 2 eggs that need to hatch. So we're going to put this right here. So that this stays here. Put this piece over there. All right, so we have got 2 eggs left. So we have this egg right here and this egg back here. This egg is not, this is one of the ones that's already hatched. So we got this egg back here and this egg right here. This egg is not due to hatch until 6 o'clock tomorrow. That one has until 6 a.m. in the morning. This has till 6 in the morning. This one just hit its 24-hour mark from pipping. So I don't expect to see anything out of this one for another 6 hours. It looks like they started to kind of break away at their zip area. So they should start zipping, but, you know, we're just gonna wait and see. We now officially have 4 turkeys. So, y'all, we have 4 turkeys. Look at this little one. Hi, little baby. And then we have the other ones over on the other side. Everybody's sting. So, I'm gonna check and look at new one. There we go. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, Trouble. Come on. Roll around and get yourself moving. There you go. My goodness, this thing is so nice and warm. 82% humidity. We're doing good. Happy tears. I know, right? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe Trouble made it out. Trouble's actually quite tiny, so I don't see why they had so much issue with their shell. They're really, really tiny. But then again, they are soaking wet right now, so. Okay. So the goal was 4 turkeys, right? We wanted 4 turkeys. At least 4 turkeys. I know that we want 4 of them to survive. So as of right now, we've got 4 turkeys. The other 2 are icing on the cake, you guys. We've got 2 extra in here that are hopefully going to hatch. And if we're lucky enough, we'll have 2 toms and 4 ladies. That would be ideal. Either way, we've got 4 babies that have hatched. That was the goal when we put these guys in, was that with 11, the goal was that we would get it to 4 successful hatches. We'll have to definitely keep a close eye on Trouble. Trouble's very tiny, and so I'm going to keep a good eye on them. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for seeing if there's any, problems, because they did take so long to hatch. But so far, they are wiggling around over there in the background. Trouble's back here. This one's the other one that hatched just recently. So, there's Trouble. Here they come. Here they come. Come on, baby. So, my thing is I'm watching because it looks like they're holding their head one direction. I'm kind of hoping that that's not because the way they were sitting in the shell pipped for so long. Hopefully, we shall see. Yes, sir. You guys, thank you guys for hanging out with me through this process. Yeah, my brain is like, oh my gosh. They're here, they're out. We've got 2 left to go. But the one that I was the absolute most concerned about is finally out of its shell. I am going to keep a close eye on Trouble because Trouble's head has got me a little concerned. So I'm going to keep an eye on them, see how they do. Hopefully we see some more picking the head up and moving around a little bit better. But we'll wait and see. I'm just thinking maybe it was because they were in that position for such a long time trying to get out. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I'm going to take a few good deep breaths and maybe even rest a bit. Yeah, I'm exhausted. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. We got two baby turkeys hatched on live stream. So you all are fantastic and awesome. And let's see here. Hey, little cutie. You want to say goodbye to everybody? Oh, there went Trouble in the background, running across the back there. We got that one. And we got these little cuties too. Oh my goodness. How can you not love those little faces? Look at that little face. Hi. All right, you little turkeys. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, like I said. You guys are fantastic, and have a good evening.